guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is MB and I am a breathwork facilitator, meditation teacher, holistic health and wellness coach, and I love sharing everything about holistic, healthy living, plant-based lifestyle, clean, non-toxic beauty, and just simple and easy ways that you can live your happiest, healthiest life. So today we are talking about 5 wellness trends for 2020 that I am super excited about, and I can't wait to share them with you. We are covering everything from booze-free drinks to caring for your lymphatic system, to meditation, to plant-based eating. So all of these different things, and I cannot wait to share each of them with you. So if that sounds interesting to you, or you just want to come hang out for a little bit, then please keep watching. So jumping right in, the very first trend that we are going to talk about, which should be a no-brainer, is meditation. And I'm also going to be looping breathwork into this mix as well. So Forbes said that meditation was on their list of wellness trends for the year 2020, and I could not be happier about that. Obviously, for professional reasons, as a meditation teacher, I'm so happy to see this on the list, but as someone who has benefited from meditation in my own personal life, I'm just so happy that this is becoming more and more and more mainstream, because meditation, you guys, is such a beautiful practice, and especially with breath work. So with the meditation piece, and why I was so excited that Forbes was including this in their list, was 2019 was the year that I actually became certified to teach meditation. Meditation was something that I had been doing for a long time and was just kind of like doing my own practice, and I saw just how clearly the benefits were for me in my own life. And as I kind of transitioned career paths from being in corporate to being in health and wellness, I knew that I wanted to be able to somehow share these benefits with other people. So decided last year that I wanted to actually become a certified teacher, and I did. And part of my offerings for last year was being able to offer either custom meditations for people, or creating like just meditation and breathwork audios that were available for purchase on my website. And I actually just went back into my website, and I had 47 custom meditations from last year. And I had, with my custom meditations and just like my meditation audios that I had done that you can just go on my website and buy, I had 109 orders total for all the meditation stuff that I offered. That's so cool. Like it makes me so happy to be able to provide that for people, and like clearly there's an interest in this beautiful healing modality. And so that just like made me really happy, obviously, to see that being recognized, especially by Forbes. And if you're new to meditation, or meditation is just kind of still foreign to you, that is okay. It's not something that you need to be intimidated by, and it's also not something that, you know, is only reserved for like yoga studios, or that you have to be this super like zened out, you know, hippie, you know, crystals surrounding you, incense burning everywhere to do meditation. Like, no. And it's always my goal with anything that I share, anything that I offer you in any of my services, is that I want to make this stuff accessible and approachable. So meditation, if you're new to it, it's just any mental practice that expands your awareness of yourself, your connection to other people, and your awareness of like something greater than yourself. So when I say that, I mean a walk in nature could be a form of meditation for you, where you're just super locked into the present moment and your surroundings, and you feel this connection to yourself, you feel this connection to the nature that surrounds you, and it's really as simple as that. If you're new and you have questions about meditation, please reach out to me, because that is what I am here for, and that's why I love doing this kind of work, is helping make these kind of like lofty ideas or concepts accessible and approachable. And I also mentioned in the beginning of this video that I wanted to kind of loop in breathwork to all of this. So breathwork, oh, you guys, breathwork is so freaking cool. It's such a beautiful, beautiful healing modality, and it's something that I have been just so grateful to have found on a personal level and now professional level, becoming a certified breathwork facilitator, being able to offer this modality to people has been truly just so rewarding. And by the way, if breathwork is new to you, it's simply just changing the way in which we're breathing in order to change our emotional state. So I'm sure that you've noticed that the way in which you breathe when you're feeling, you know, really stressed out or anxious is very shallow and kind of from the shoulders up, and it feels like you're hyperventilating, right? It's just like that quick and rapid breath. While the other side of that, when you're feeling calm and relaxed and peaceful, your breath is slower, it's deeper into your body. So the way in which we breathe changes how we feel, and the way in which we feel changes the way in which we breathe. So I think that breath work is a beautiful, beautiful kind of segue into meditation, because with breath work, we actually bypass our mind and we just kind of drop into our bodies. And a lot of the resistance that I hear from people around meditation is like, I can't get my mind to be quiet, I can't shut my mind off, things like that, which are all normal, by the way, but that I think kind of prevent people from establishing a meditation practice. So breathwork allows us to kind of bypass the mind, drop into our bodies, and they're just beautiful complements to each other. Just really beautiful tools for self-discovery, self-exploration, self-growth, all of these really great things. So if you are interested in breathwork or meditation, I'm gonna leave my website down below. I would love for you to check it out. I have a lot of really cool information there, some freebie downloads, things like that, that kind of start you on your journey on either or both paths. Okay, moving on to number 2 on my list here is our lymphatic health. Now, you might be thinking, well, what is that? So, Well and Good actually included lymphatic health on their list of 2020 wellness trends, and I loved this because this is an area of my own health and wellness that I have been really diving deeper into the last year or so. So let me just kind of back up for a second and just explain to you what this even means. So our lymphatic system is a system in our body that I like to kind of think of as my internal housekeeper, okay? So it's our lymphatic system's job to collect fluids that leak out of our cells and our blood. I know, weird, maybe even a little bit gross, but stay with me. So you probably know that our bodies are made up mostly of water and fluid, and this fluid, for the most part, stays in our cells. But sometimes it can get out, and not a big deal. That's what our lymphatic system is for. So this network of vessels and various parts of our body that make up our lymphatic system clean up that fluid, removes any toxins, any bacteria, anything that could be harmful, and then puts that fluid back into our blood. And for the sake of this video, because I am not a medical expert or anything like that, and you can talk to your own doctor, obviously, about your lymphatic system if it's things that you want to learn more about. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to talk about the ways in which that I have been caring for my own lymphatic system at home. And these are things that like you can do in your everyday life, and they're really simple and easy. So first and foremost, I have here my ice roller. You might, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me using this on my skin super early in the morning. So this is not actually ice. It is just kind of a gel that has a protective covering, and you put this in your freezer and this gets very, very cold. So it's not like you're putting straight ice on your face, but this part is cold, it's cooling. So part of your body, so like I said, there are various parts of your body that help with your lymphatic system or are part of your lymphatic system. The main part of that is your lymph nodes. So you have lymph nodes all over your body, and you have what are called cervical lymph nodes right here, right by your cervical spine. So whenever you're sick and you go to the doctor and your doctor is kind of feeling your neck, what they're checking for is if any of your lymph nodes are swollen. So the reason that I'm pointing this out to you is because when I use my ice roller, I'm pushing this on my skin, rolling this on my skin, and what this is doing is it's starting to stimulate circulation in my skin. So anytime that I have researched your lymphatic system and like beauty treatments or beauty tools, everything that I've read says that whatever you use on your face, especially tools like this and some other tools I'm going to show you in just a second, that you should always imagine a line going down the center of your face, starting at your forehead, going to your chin. And any tools that you use, you work away from the line and you never cross the line. And the reason that we're doing that, so with my ice roller, for example, as I use this on my skin, I'm starting to generate some circulation. I'm moving the fluids around and I'm wanting to move them away from the center of my face and out here where my lymph nodes are. So as the fluid moves into the lymph nodes, it gets collected by the lymph nodes in your body. The lymph nodes act as kind of a filter to clean out that fluid and then releases that fluid on its journey throughout the rest of your body. So I like starting with my head and my face because I am moving that away from my face to help depuff my face and directing that liquid to my lymph nodes and helping my lymphatic system work through a lot of that fluid. So something else that I will use is a jade roller. And this is one that I got from Energy Muse. It has this bigger side and then a smaller side. And I will also use this in the morning. Again, this helps to kind of stimulate circulation underneath my skin. And anytime that I use it, I'm pushing it into my skin, as you can see. And then I'm just pushing the fluid toward my ear and then down my neck to those lymph nodes. So this is more for just like kind of stimulating circulation. It's not really gonna move a ton of fluid, but it is really great for at least like getting the ball rolling. And again, something else to note with this, obviously the ice roller is super cool on your face, which helps to circulate blood flow to your skin, things like that. So I love to use this first thing in the morning, especially underneath my eyes. I'll use it on my cheeks. I'll use it across my forehead. This has also helped me a lot with acne, acne scarring, any redness that I've had with acne. So I'm gonna link this down below for you if you wanna check it out. I just got it from Amazon. I think it's like 15 bucks and I use it every single day. Now, if you wanted to take this a step further, I would investigate what is called guasa. So this is a guasa tool. And all that guasa is an ancient Chinese healing technique. And there are various guasa tools that you can get. I have this one and I have a few others that are tucked away right now. But with a guasa tool, again, you're imagining that line down the center of your face. You use this tool, see how it has this kind of curve? You use this tool against your skin and you can see right here, I'm making a really cute face for you. This is like really getting into the muscle of my face, okay? Whereas these kind of just sit on the surface, guasa like gets into the muscle of your face and really helps to move that fluid. So I will, I'm gonna link below my favorite YouTube video that I have watched on how to actually properly do guasa. So it's a whole thing. I mean, like you push this fluid again towards your ears and then down your neck to again just help that drainage. And I will use this on mornings that maybe I've had a little bit too much salt or sodium the night before and I wake up really puffy. And you notice a really, really big difference. So I am not a guasa professional. I'm not even gonna try to explain to you how to do this, but I am gonna link below my favorite YouTube video that I have watched on how to properly do guasa. And if you do guasa, I would love to hear how it's worked for you. This has been a beautiful, beautiful gift and I just love it. It's very, very therapeutic. I will note, make sure that you have some kind of oil on your skin when you are using these tools. Just because it can kind of tug at your skin a little bit. The next tool that I want to share with you is a dry brush. So this is a skin brush. I got this at Whole Foods. You can get them like literally anywhere. And a dry brush is another great thing for circulation. And I like to use a dry brush probably about once a week or so. And I will use this, you just use it on your skin. I like to put like a little coconut oil or something on my skin to help this kind of move along. But I start at my feet and I work my way up my body and you just take this brush and you go in small circular motions kind of up your body, always working towards your heart. So again, we're just kind of stimulating that circulation. And this is really great too, ladies or guys, anywhere that you have cellulite, just to kind of help, again, stimulate circulation amongst those areas. It just feels so good on your skin. So I'll do this like right before I shower, because as you can imagine, this circular kind of brushing motion gets rid of a lot of dead skin cells. So I'll do this standing in my shower, and then I'll just rinse off, and it's like you're good as new. And last but not least, with the lymphatic system health, something that I try to do, obviously I'll do these things pretty much every single day. The ice roller, the jade roller, the guasa, all of that. Something super easy that you don't have to have any of these tools for is staying hydrated. So staying hydrated, continuing to hydrate your body to flush out toxins in your system, obviously drinking a lot of water. I love to have just like plain sparkling water with lemon juice, like that is my jam. I love that so much. And something else that I love a lot are juices. So I like to have juices as a complement to a meal, and a company that I love a lot is Midwest Juicery. They have amazing juices, and they just did a whole rebranding of all of their products, and they look so good. Their juices are incredible, and a mission that they are on this year is to help people just be healthy, like taking the guesswork out of being healthy. And a beautiful way to do that is drinking juices, drinking nutrients, and you cannot go wrong with adding more nutrients into your system, especially in liquid form. And so I love Midwest Juicery. I'm gonna link their website down below if you wanna check out more. They have a subscription option. There are so many different ways that they make getting their juices so easy. And I'm just gonna read you the ingredients in here because it's just, they're this good. So they're all greens. This is one of my absolute favorite juices of theirs. And in this we have organic cucumber juice, organic celery juice, organic romaine juice, organic kale, organic lemon juice, organic parsley juice, organic Swiss chard juice, and organic ginger juice. And that is it, you guys. No added sugars, nothing crazy, and they taste so good. A lot of green juices can be really bitter and just like not taste good. All of their juices are so good. So definitely go check them out. I'm gonna link them below for you. And like I said, they make juicing super easy. Number 3 on the list is caring for your emotional health. And I saw this on MindBody's list of their wellness predictions for 2020. And this made me so happy, you guys, because as someone who, you know, works with stress and anxiety via meditation and breathwork, things like that, caring for our emotional health is so important. It's so important. One of the biggest benefits that I've experienced with breathwork is getting out of my head and getting into my body. And why I wanted to bring that up to you today was because I realized that when I'm in my body and I'm connected to my body, I'm so much more apt and able and willing to care for my emotional health. So what does it mean to care for our emotional health? Being able to express our emotions. And my camera just died, but we're back. So caring for our emotional health, caring for our feelings, being able to express ourselves in a really healthy way. When I did breath work and I got into my body, I was able to move beyond the surface level clutter and noise of like everyday just anxiety that I've been feeling, and really dig deep into being in my emotional body. And it has been so healing. So emotional wellness was on MindBody's list of their wellness trends. And they had also mentioned like meditation and breathwork practices, mindfulness practices, which made me really happy because that's a lot of what I use with myself and with my clients to kind of understand their own emotional wellness. So that was super rewarding. And again, if that's something that you're interested in exploring, like please go visit my website below. I'd love to be able to offer you either more information or the ability to work with me directly. So number 4 comes from Vogue. And they had talked about just this kind of rise of booze-free drinks. And I'm actually coupling this with the kind of sober curious movement. And it makes me happy to see that, you know, booze-free drinks are on the rise and they're of interest to people, because I know that people are still kind of waking up to the sober curious movement. And if you're unfamiliar with that, it's, you know, people just starting to explore their relationship with alcohol, their relationship with, I think, just drinking in general, and the role that alcohol plays in their life. For me personally, if you are new to me or new to my journey, it'll be 2 years this coming June. I decided to remove alcohol from my lifestyle purely for health and wellness reasons. Like, I was over it. It didn't serve me anymore. And kind of tying back to the last trend with emotional wellness, like, that's definitely what I felt like I needed to take care of. So when I made the decision to stop, you know, drinking and just kind of remove alcohol from my life, it was honestly one of the best decisions that I had ever made, ever, especially for my emotional wellness. You guys, like, I feel like a different person. I don't wake up with the same anxiety or nervousness or whatever that I had before. And I just didn't like the way that alcohol made me feel emotionally. And it was hard for me to kind of understand that in it. But once I got out of it, and especially diving deeper into my emotional wellness a lot more the last year, I realized that I didn't like how alcohol messed with my emotions. It made me, and it didn't matter, you guys, if I had 1 glass of wine or 1 beer or like 3 mixed drinks, like, it was the same effect for me. And I always felt like super anxious. I felt super insecure. I would feel really sad. Like, yes, I would have fun and kind of be carefree and, you know, whatever for a little bit, but then I would have fear and anxiety come back in, either like later that night or the next day. I just like got to a point where like, this is not worth it. It's not worth it to me. And I love myself and I love my relationship to myself more than I love the feeling of being buzzed for 20 minutes and then feeling all the negative side effects that I was feeling. So just know that if you're kind of in that same boat right now, whenever you're watching this and you're kind of feeling like, gosh, I'm kind of exploring this part of my life or my relationship to alcohol, I know where you're at. I know how it feels to be unsure and just probably a little bit confused, and that's okay. That's okay. I promise you that it's all good. So know that I am here for support if you ever need it, and I'm proud of you for even just starting to explore, you know, that part of you in your emotional wellness. All right, and number 5, rounding out this list, this comes from InStyle. I am so happy to see that we're continuing to talk about plant-based living. So just a caveat, InStyle actually called this plant-forward thinking, and I was so excited to see this making their list, at least just having this discussion of plant-based lifestyle. And as I was reading their article, I was like super fired up, and then I saw that they made some comments about how this isn't about being vegan, and it's about just being more plant-forward thinking than meat-forward thinking. And that kind of bummed me out for a second, because I'm vegan. I don't eat any dairy, any animal byproduct, obviously any animal products. And I realized that word vegan can be polarizing, but at the same time, it's like, you know, don't shame people for living that way if that speaks to them. So anywho, their whole thing was just plant forward. So obviously, outside of issues with the environment, issues with sustainability, eating more fruits and vegetables, you guys, is a no-brainer for our health. And I have been plant-based for, oh my gosh, 11 years? 11 years, holy crap, really? How old am I? Yeah, 11 years now, which is clearly crazy to me. And I have been vegan for about half of that, and I love it. I don't miss meat. Like, I really don't miss meat. I'll miss cheese very, very, very occasionally, but there are so many good dairy-free alternatives to cheese now that like doesn't even faze me. And I get a lot of questions of people who want to start being more plant forward. And I think people can get caught up in being a certain way. And I get what InStyle was saying. They don't feel it's healthy to like label things, and trust me, I get that. And so I don't want you to feel like you have to identify with being vegetarian or vegan or whatever it may be, or even plant-based. But when it comes to being more plant-forward, my biggest piece of advice to you is just to choose real food. Choose like real whole foods. Try to eat produce that's in season and just do your best. It could be one meal a week that you're starting out at. Like, start slow. And something else I told someone recently who was also interested in this was, or at least just kind of gravitating toward a plant-forward lifestyle, start with like meals that you or your family already enjoy. So for me, for example, my husband and I love Mexican food. Like, I'm sure that I could eat tacos like every single day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. I like to think of different meal ideas that are in kind of genre of food that would also be really tasty to my husband to have. So again, just starting with like what you know, starting with like what like sounds good to you as and in a way that you currently eat right now, and just pick real food. Like, it does not have to be more complicated than that. You don't have to follow a vegetarian or a vegan lifestyle. Just make it easy. Just pick real food. Just you know, when in doubt, pick real food. And that's it. And you'll feel better for eating real food. And I'll hear a lot too, like, oh, being plant-based or whatever you want to call it, being plant-based is expensive. If you're buying all processed, veganized food, then yeah, that is expensive. And so again, like, my biggest piece of advice to you is just choose real food. Choose food that's in season. Choose food that you enjoy. Allow yourself to be creative. Even if you don't consider yourself to be a cook or a chef, I don't consider myself to be a cook, but like, I like being creative with the food that I'm putting into my body. So I could do a whole other series on all of that, but that's just like my biggest piece of advice for that. But we're even seeing like plant-based options at like McDonald's and, you know, Burger King, and places are, you know, starting to include like the Impossible Burger and, you know, Beyond Meat and things like that. And so I love that, if nothing else, big chains are, or at least being inclusive of people who are plant-based, like way back when, many years ago, when Taco Bell was a guilty pleasure for me. I just remember, and like I said, like, I've been plant-based now for like, I want to say 11 years, like, holy crap. But I just remember like going to Taco Bell and like getting their tacos or getting whatever I would get, and I would have to like say no meat, add beans, and like make all these substitutions. So if anything, I just love that the world is embracing people who are plant-based instead of having to have us change and do all of these things to adapt. So, all right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear either your favorite trend that resonated with you from my list, or what your favorite wellness trends for the next year or even the next decade are going to be. But until then, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.